secret apology floats away with the lantern on the river. Part 1. The air in Japan hung soft and warm, like a gently steaming cup of green tea. It was the season of Obon, a time when families remember and honor those who came before. The sun had dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in watercolor strokes of lavender and rose. A little girl named Hana, her long black hair swaying like a silken curtain, stood near the riverbank. She wore a pink kimono, its fabric patterned with tiny, blossoming cherry trees. In her hands, she carefully held a paper lantern shaped like a bunny rabbit, its gentle light illuminating her face. But tonight, Hana's heart wasn't as light as her lantern. A little knot of worry tightened in her chest. The Obon festival was usually her favorite time of year, filled with the twinkling lights of lanterns and the cheerful rhythm of taiko drums. But this year felt different. This year, Hana carried a secret, a mistake she desperately wanted to fix. She shuffled her feet, the soft rustle of her kimono barely audible over the gentle murmur of the crowd. Round her, families gathered, their faces lit by the soft glow of lanterns. Children giggled, chasing fireflies that danced in the twilight. The scent of sweet festival treats, takoyaki, and candied apples filled the air, a delicious aroma that usually made Hana's stomach rumble with delight. But tonight, the treats held no appeal. She glanced around, searching for a familiar face, a face that held the key to easing the worry in her heart. The lanterns bobbed gently on the water, each one carrying a silent prayer, a memory, a wish. Hana wished she could take back the words she had spoken, the careless words that had hurt her best friend, Akari. Part 2. Earlier that day, before the festival began, Hana and Akari had been practicing a traditional Bon Odori dance. The dance was a joyful celebration of life, performed in a circle with graceful movements and clapping. Hana, usually confident, had stumbled over a step. Akari, trying to be helpful, had gently pointed out Hana's mistake. But instead of accepting the correction, Hana's shyness had bubbled over into a surge of frustration. "You always think you're so much better than me." Hana had blurted out, the words sharp and stinging. Akari's face had fallen. She hadn't said a word, but Hana had seen the hurt in her eyes. Akari had simply turned and walked away, disappearing into the crowd. Hana immediately regretted her outburst. She hadn't meant to say those things. She admired Akari's grace and skill, and she was just feeling insecure about her own clumsiness. But the words were out, hanging in the air like unpleasant smoke. All afternoon, Hana had tried to find Akari to apologize, but Akari had avoided her. The festival had started, and still, Hana hadn't found the courage to say she was sorry. The music of the taiko drums seemed to mock her, the joyful rhythm a stark contrast to the turmoil in her heart. Every lantern she saw reminded her of the light she had extinguished in Akari's eyes. The thought of facing Akari filled Hana with a familiar shyness, a feeling that made her stomach flutter and her cheeks burn. It was easier to hide, to avoid the confrontation. But Hana knew that running away wouldn't solve anything.